Hi everybody, Marco Carvalho here from businesscreditblogger.com. Today's video we're going to talk to you about how to build business credit every month with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, and Equifax Small Business. If you're looking for a way to add a trade line to all three major business credit reporting agencies, this video is for you. We're going to share with you a provider that reports to all three bureaus. So this will help you build up your business credit report every single month because you're going to establish payment history. So let's get started. First and foremost, why is it important? I'm sure you've been watching some of our videos that we talk about business credit, getting funding, but why should you actually build business credit as a startup or existing business? Does your company even have a credit file? So if you're a sole proprietorship right now and you're not incorporated, meaning you don't have a limited liability company or a corporation, then obviously liability is one big factor to incorporate your business, because when you incorporate, you can create a separation between you as an individual, as a sole proprietor. When you incorporate into a company or LLC or corporation, you now become a separate legal entity. So that's one of the most important things. But what's really unique is once you do that, you apply for an employer identification number, or also known as a tax identification number for your business. That's the number that the IRS is going to use to identify your business, and that's what you're going to file taxes for your business. So if you're looking to create separation between you, liability-wise, and also create a credit file for your business, that's why it's important for you, number one, to incorporate your business. Number two, get a federal tax identification number. So that allows you to build business credit, allows you to create a credit file. So as you know, as an individual, you have a personal credit report. You use your social security number when you apply for credit, and your social security number is what pulls up your personal credit reports with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So did you know, if this is the first time you're watching a video, as a company, there's business credit reporting agencies. There's Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, there's Equifax Small Business. These are business credit reporting agencies that many banks, lenders, suppliers will use to assess and do company credit checks on companies. So if you don't have a credit file for your business, then ultimately, every bank or lender or supplier that wants to check your credit history as a business, they're going to have to use your personal credit report as the underlying report card for your company, because your company doesn't have a credit file. So think of when you incorporate and you get an EIN number, that's like your social security number for your business, okay? So it's important that you do that. So why are we talking about Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, and Equifax Small Business? Why are these three major business credit reporting agencies so important? You may hear from many videos of Dun & Bradstreet, but it's important that you build a business credit report with all three of the major business credit reporting agencies. Now, there's more than three business credit reporting agencies in the marketplace, okay? There's quite a few of them. There's Ansonia, Credit.net, etc. There's many other ones. These are the big three, okay? So if a lender, this is the major question you want to ask yourself. If a lender, bank, supplier, vendor, or retailer, or other business that you apply for credit with as a company under your EIN, if they pull and check your business credit report with a business credit agency that your company doesn't have a credit file with, how do they assess how creditworthy you are as a business? Okay, that's why it's so important. You want to build your business credit report with all three of these agencies, because you may go fill out a credit app with, let's say, a vendor or a supplier, and you pull your company information there, you put it in there, you put your EIN number in there, and you apply for credit. You don't want them to run your personal credit, and let's say they pull from Experian Commercial, and let's say you don't have an Experian business credit report. Well, to them, there's no way for them to assess how your company pays any of its creditors or suppliers or etc. So they're going to most likely want you to provide a personal credit check. Whereas if you, let's say, you apply for a vendor and you do have a Dun & Bradstreet credit report, and they see that you have history, you have a business credit, a paydex score of 80 or higher, good history, then they can assess, okay, your company pays its responsibilities on time, etc., and they can extend credit to your business. So that's the biggest question to ask yourself. That's why it's important to realize that you need to build your business credit with all three agencies. So Dun & Bradstreet, of course, this is just some information on Dun & Bradstreet. They have over 225 million businesses worldwide that have a DUNS number. So this is that's the actually identifying number that Dun & Bradstreet issues your company once you have a credit file established with Dun & Bradstreet. Experian Commercial is another major player. It's important that you realize, though, Dun & Bradstreet, mostly suppliers and vendors and retailers will pull from Dun & Bradstreet, where major card issuers pull from Experian Commercial, and where also with loans and banks, credit unions will mainly pull from Equifax Business. So those are the three major business credit reporting agencies, and those are typically which particular type of credit grantors each one of them serve. Okay, so what are the benefits? Obviously, building business credit, and we're going to get into the provider in a minute, which bureaus, which service reports to all three bureaus. So let's just break this down real quick. Separating your personal business finances is a key benefit when you start building business credit for your company. You can build a credit file for your company, so once you have a credit report card, now you're able to go and apply for credit as a business, and they can check your business credit report. There's many suppliers. There's over 500,000 suppliers and lenders and vendors out there that extend credit to businesses. And of course, less than 10,000 of them, they'll actually report to the business credit reporting agencies. So you have to be selective in who you apply for credit with, which we do cover a lot of that in our business credit building system. But this also protects your personal credit. So when you build a business credit report, just remember, the more you build up your report for your business, and I always tell people at least 15 to 20 trade lines is what you want reporting on your business report. The more the better, but that's minimum 15. I think 20 or higher is much better. But it allows lenders and banks and suppliers to assess your creditworthiness of your business when you have an established business credit report. The more established your business credit report is, the less emphasis or the less requirement there's going to be for any type of credit grantor to check your personal credit as an owner. So this also limits your liability when you build business credit, because the more credit worthy you are as a company, the less of you as an individual are going to play a role in your company. So it's one thing to incorporate your business, you protect yourself liability-wise there, but also you can limit your liability by getting credit for your company under its EINs with vendors, suppliers, and retailers. Even some lenders extend lines of credit with no PG, which we've talked about in several of these videos. You conserve your cash flow, because the more credit you have, you can conserve cash flow by buying products and services you need and paying at a later date. You're going to get better rates, terms, and even larger credit approvals when you have an established business credit report. Dun & Bradstreet, in their credits report, they actually have a credit limit recommendation. So when a vendor or supplier pulls your D&B report, D&B actually has a recommendation of how much this particular vendor or lender should extend to your company based on all the data that's in your Dun & Bradstreet credit report. Greater credit capacity. So the more credit worthy you are as a business, the more credit you can get. Businesses can get 10 to 100 times more credit and funding ability compared to just relying on your personal credit alone. And you get much more funding opportunities when you build your business credit reports. So and remember this, the more credit you have as a business, you're building an asset for your business, because when you have access to credit, diversity of credit, and you have a strong business credit report, then you have a company that can literally stand on its own when it comes to getting financing. So let's talk about, what do you actually need to start building business credit for your company? Well, before we get into the provider that reports to all three business credit bureaus, you obviously need to be incorporated, have a corporation or LLC. Your company has to be in good standing with the state. So all you need to do for that is go to if you're incorporated, let's say in Wyoming, or you want to go to your Wyoming state website, look up the corporations division, search for your company, and see if your company's active with the state, because some states require you to file an annual report or pay an annual report filing fee. So you want to make sure your company is in good standing if you're already in business. Now, the next thing you need is an employer identification number. You can get that from the IRS completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. You want to also make sure you have all your consistent contact information in place. Okay, so if you want to create a document where you have your company name, company address, company phone number, your business bank account, which you're going to need that, you want to have that all laid out, so when you're filling out credit applications, or you're applying for credit, or you're applying for a DUNS number, that all that information is consistent across the board. You don't want to have any variations in how you put your name down on credit apps or on your articles of incorporation or when you open a business bank account. Make sure everything's consistent and the same. Okay, so what's important when we're talking about establishing business credit, I want to cover this because this is so important because it doesn't get spoken about at all. And this is very important for you because there's indicators when you're building a business credit file for your company. There's indicators of creditworthiness that lenders, banks, suppliers, that they look at when they pull your business credit report. It's just not having a couple of trade lines reporting on your business credit report. They look at several factors, and this is kind of consistent with personal credit as far as like when they look at your personal credit, what do they look at? Lenders look at the age of accounts, your payment history, your credit scores. They look at the types of credit that you have, etc. So on the business side, they look at how long have you had your accounts that are reporting on your business credit report. So the account age is number one, okay? The types of accounts that you have are also very important. We've covered the easy approval net 30 accounts that you can get. Net 30 is a credit term. There's net 30, there's net 60, net 90-day terms. That's a type of credit you can get. That's an account type you can get that's easy for a business. So that's with vendors, suppliers, and even retailers that offer net terms. What is net terms? That means when you buy products and services on credit, let's say they give you a $1,000 credit limit, you buy $500 worth of products on credit, that you have 30 days to pay it in full. If it's a net 30 account, you have to pay that $500 purchase in 30 days. So you conserve cash for 30 days, then pay your invoice. That's called net 30. Net 60 gives you 60 days, net 90 gives you 90 days, etc. That's called short-term financing, and that's an account type that's very popular in the business credit space, but when you're building business credit. But that should not be the only type of account that you have reporting on your business credit report. So if all you have are net 30 accounts, that shows that your company can handle short-term financing, which is good. The other thing you want to have is revolving credit, revolving lines of credit as a business. And that's where you hear me talk about the power of business credit card funding. That's a program that we also have where we get you 4 to 5 business credit cards that report only to the business credit agencies. So imagine if you have, let's say, 10 net 30 accounts, and now you have 5 business credit cards, 5 revolving accounts reporting on your business credit reports. That now shows that your company can handle short-term financing, and your company has bank issue credit, and it can handle revolving credit, okay? And that's another important account type. Then, of course, there's installment credit, like getting a business term loan, etc. There's lease credit. There's service-based credit. That's credit that's small amounts, but shows that you're paying your utilities on time, etc. So that's an account type. Payment history. How are you paying your invoices? Are you paying your invoices on time? Are you paying your bills on time? That's another indicator of creditworthiness that banks, lenders, and suppliers look at your business credit reports. The size of your credit limits, that's another important thing. So if the highest credit limits you have for your business are $500, $1,000 net 30 accounts and nothing else, it shows that your company can manage its credit short term and it can only handle short amounts of credit. Whereas let's say you have a $10,000 net 30 account with an office supplies company, and then let's say you also have a $20,000 business credit card from a bank. I mean, obviously that's much higher credit availability compared to just doing a couple of $500, $1,000 net 30 accounts. That's why I'm really big on business credit card funding, because it shows that your company can handle much more credit. Just looks much stronger on your business credit report. The other thing is credit utilization. That's another indicator they look at. When you have X amount of credit available, how much of it are you using as a business? Are you maxed out on all your credit? Or do you have some credit available? Are you managing your debt responsibly? So credit utilization does play a factor when lenders are looking at your business credit report. Public record data. Do you have any type of UCC filings on the business? Is there any liens on the business, judgments or BKs? So these are things that they look at on your business credit file. Also collections data. Have you defaulted on anything on your business credit report? Demographic data is another thing that they look at, and that's how many years has your business been on file? How long have you had a business credit file established? What's the SIC code? That's your standard industrial classification code. that's a code that you're going to use that classifies what type of industry your business is in. You can simply Google SIC code and you can see all the different codes out there, but that code is going to be what you, it's mainly required on some credit applications, but also when you set up your Dun & Bradstreet file, they're going to want to know what your SIC code is, etc. So these are, there's certain classification codes that place you in a high-risk category, which you want to stay away from as a business. High-risk categories can be real estate, can be if you're in the finance or you're in the investment industry, if you're in the car dealership industry. Those are considered high-risk industries. So that's what your SIC code is. Your business size, what type of business? Do you have less than 5 employees, or do you have 10 or 20 employees or more? How much revenue is the business doing? These are things that are all indicators on the creditworthiness and the stability of your company. There's certain things that you don't have control of, and that's where they kind of look at the industry you're involved in, and they match it with other industries, and how do you match up to other companies that are in your same industry. And those are things obviously that are out of your control. Okay, so now let's, you'll see down here TradelineReporting.com, this website. Don't go there yet because I'm going to explain how you build your business credit report and how this particular provider does help you with some of these indicators, okay? So let's get started. So now that I kind of go over the importance of business credit, why is it important, how to build up your business credit report, I'm going to share with you how to build business credit every month using a business boost plan. That's the service. It's actually a business credit monitoring service that this company provides. What's great about it is you're going to monitor all 3 of your business credit reports, but it also builds your company credit files at the same time, because you're paying for monitoring service. It's only $39.99 a month, but it reports that to Dun & Bradstreet. It reports that monitoring service you're paying every month to Experian Commercial. It reports to Equifax Business. So this is going to be a Tradeline that's reporting to your business credit reports every single month, so you're establishing ongoing payment history. So this is one way to get your company a credit line, a trade line established with all 3 major business credit reporting agencies. At the same time, you get to monitor your business credit report at the same time. Okay, so TradelineReporting.com, and don't go there yet because I'm going to go over what also is included in this monitoring service, which is really, really powerful. Okay, so this business boost plan includes Tradeline reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax Small Business. And what's cool about this is once you enroll, it's $39.99 a month, and this takes you exactly to the plan that you want, is that it notifies you once this particular Tradeline is reporting on the business credit bureaus with your company. It'll give you the initial notification. So now you know, bam, I have a Tradeline from this company reporting to Equifax now, and to Experian, and to Dun & Bradstreet. And every month that you're paying your monitoring fee, it's reporting every single month. You also get access with this service. You get access to your full business credit reports and scores for your business from all 3 major business credit reporting agencies. So you can monitor any additional credit. If let's say you're going through our business credit building system and you're adding more vendors. Let's say you're going through our business credit card funding program. You can see when the cards are reporting on your business credit reports. So it's essential that you, just like it's important it is to monitor your personal credit, you want to monitor obviously your business credit files. This gives you full monitoring of your reports, 24/7 business credit alerts, so you get an alert to something happening on your business credit reports. What's really cool too is you have dispute error capabilities with all 3 business credit agencies with this service. So if there's an error on your business credit report, something doesn't match up, you have the ability to dispute it within this service. Cash flow alerts and insights, and you get $1 million identity theft protection for you personally. Okay, so TradelineReporting.com, that's where you can enroll in this product. This service does include a couple business credit scores. It gives you access to IntelliScore Plus V2. What the IntelliScore is, this particular version of it, it's used by business lenders. So what they do is they combine your personal and business credit data. So they not only combine your personal credit reports, but also your business credit reports. So it gives them a lender an assessment of the overall creditworthiness of both the owner and the business. Now, the DMB Paydex score This is obviously offered by Dun & Bradstreet. This service gives you access to what your Paydex score is with DMB. This particular score is used heavily by vendors and retailers and suppliers. And the third thing they give you access to is your Equifax business delinquency score. So you'll see here, with this business credit monitoring service, $39.99 a month, you're monitoring all 3 business credit reports, you're getting access to all 3 business credit scores, you're building your business credit, it's reporting to all 3 agencies every single month. I mean, this is, if you're looking to build business credit, this is one way to build one trade line. Okay, so obviously one trade line is not enough. You're going to need to add a lot more. We're going to get into that in a minute. Okay, so, and also you get access, these are, I call these bonus perks. You get access to Experian Vantage score. That's your personal school credit score based on Experian data. And you also get access to your personal TransUnion credit score, your Vantage score. This is not your FICO. Obviously, Vantage score was a credit scoring system created by the other 3 personal credit reporting agencies, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. They created the Vantage score to compete with FICO. Okay, but still, FICO is the most widely used scoring system in the U.S. And also, there's 50 different types of FICO scores. But as far as credit cards go, the bank card score is the most widely used. The consumer FICO score is the most widely used. There's many other FICO scores. But TradelineReporting.com. Now, what if you enroll in this business credit monitoring service? This is what this is going to help you impact. Remember when I talked about those indicators of your business credit report? The first thing this is, by having this business credit monitoring service, you're building a trade line. This is going to help you create account age, because what it's going to do, it's going to set up one trade line for you. You're going to start building an age because you're going to start using the service. So let's start, say you start today and a year goes by, now you have a year-old account reporting on your business credit report. And that's what I mean, that initiates you creating some age on your business credit report. Your account type, this is a service-based type of account. It's not a revolving credit account. It's not a net, technically net 30 because you have to pay your service fee every single month, but we call it service-based because you're not buying products and services, but it's service like a utility account. It's a service where you're paying for business credit monitoring. The third thing is going to help you establish payment history for your business credit report, because every single month that you pay your monitoring service for your business credit reports, you're billing history. Okay, so those are the 3 indicators that it's going to impact on your business credit report. It's not going to help you with credit limits. It's not going to help you with your utilization or anything like that. But these are the 3 indicators it's going to impact by getting this one particular service, TradelineReporting.com. That's where you want to go to get started with this one particular service that will allow you to monitor all 3 business credit reports. At the same time, build your business credit file with all 3 major business credit reporting agencies. When you click there, when you go to that page, you'll say to get started. The first thing you want to do is do a search for your company. Once you locate your company, you can get started. If not, then obviously you get started, and this will help you create your credit file too. Now, this is a bonus resource as well. Remember how I said this is only one trade line? I'm going to share with you how to add more trade lines. This is 8 more trade lines you can add by also adding more service-based accounts, which I call your utility payments. I covered this before in a previous video. You can add up to 8 of your service accounts reporting your business credit reports, like your cable, your satellite TV, internet service for your phone, your mobile phone for your business. These are things that you're going to spend money on every single month in the operation of your business, so it only makes sense to make sure these report to the business credit bureaus. So that way, as you're having all this history being built up, and these are all small accounts, they're not major things, but it just adds up. Because as you're adding net 30 accounts on top of that, that's where you're going to start building up the size of your credit limits. And when you go, let's say you go through business credit card funding, you're also building up even more credits and building up your revolving credit. See, what I'm doing here is I'm sharing with you how to build a strong, diverse credit report for your business. So for this particular company, go to businesscreditbuilderservices.com for more information on how you can add up to 8 trade lines, your utility payments, to your business credit report. So it's businesscreditbuilderservices.com. Okay, so if you added these 8 trade lines of utilities plus the one we just went over, your business credit monitoring, that's 9. Okay, now obviously you still need to get more. I told you 15, 20. So now you want to start adding some net 30 accounts. I did mention earlier about our easy approval net 30 accounts, but definitely check out our business credit building system. That's where we list to you all the vendors, suppliers, retailers that report to the business credit reporting agencies, service providers, and lenders. So it's businesscreditbuilders.org. That's our step-by-step business credit building system. Also, we have funding programs. You heard me talk about our business credit card funding program. That is a very popular program for adding 4 to 5 more revolving accounts to your business credit reports, while it gives you access to revolving credit for your business. That particular program, definitely check it out. Now, for the information we're sharing with you on these videos, give us a thumbs up. You're finding this information really helpful. It's making an impact for you. Definitely click subscribe to us, because that way you get notified every time we come out with videos like this on how to continuously build your business credit, get access to credit and funding for your business. Whether you're just getting started as a business, or you're an existing company, or even if you're a real estate investor. We have a blog, businesscreditblogger.com, always putting out great information. Thank you so much for listening to this video. With that, make it a great day. We'll talk to you real soon.